The snow was coming down hard. My hands gripped the steering wheel tighter. The phone was on speaker, balanced on the dashboard. My mother's voice cut through the howling wind outside. "We're not celebrating Christmas with you this year, Sarah." Silence. Then she added, cold and final, "We're staying with Ethan and Lisa. Their new baby needs us more." I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just whispered, "Okay, Mom." And then the truck came out of nowhere. Headlights blinded me. Tires screeched on ice. Metal twisted. Glass shattered. Pain exploded through my body. Blood, warm, running down my face. The car spun. Hit the guardrail. Flipped. Everything went black. "My name is Sara Jay, and this is how everything changed." I came to with sirens screaming in my ears. Red and blue lights flashing through the broken windshield. Paramedics shouting. Someone cutting the seatbelt. My stomach, 8 months pregnant. A sharp, tearing pain. Blood soaking the seat beneath me. I reached down, felt the wetness. Panic hit harder than the crash. "She's pregnant. Possible placental abruption. Move. Move. Move." They pulled me out onto a stretcher. Snow falling on my face. I tried to speak. Only blood came out. The ride to the hospital was a blur of beeping machines and shouted orders. I kept hearing my mother's words in my head, over and over. "We're not celebrating with you this year." Like a knife twisting deeper. At the ER doors, doctors swarmed. Ultrasound, fetal heart rate dropping, emergency C-section, stat. "She's losing too much blood." I grabbed a nurse's hand, whispered through the pain, "Call my husband, Mark." She nodded, but I knew, deep down, he wouldn't come fast enough, because Mark had already chosen sides. They wheeled me into the operating room, bright lights, masks, cold table, anesthesia mask over my face. I fought it. I needed to stay awake. I needed to remember every word my mother said. Just before everything faded again, I heard the doctor's urgent voice. "We're losing her pressure. Get the blood ready." Blackness. I woke up in ICU. Tubes everywhere. Machines beeping slowly. A nurse checking monitors. My stomach. Flat now. Too soon. Terror gripped me. "My baby." I croaked. The nurse turned. Soft eyes. "She's alive. Tiny. But fighting." NICU. 28 weeks. Relief flooded me. Then rage. Quiet, cold, burning, because no one was here. Not my mom, not my dad, not Ethan, not even Mark. I asked for my phone. The nurse brought it, cracked screen, but working. 47 missed calls. All from work, none from family. One text from my mother, sent hours ago. "We heard about the accident. Hope you're okay. We're at Ethan's. Lisa went into labor early too. The baby might come tonight. Pray for us." I stared at those words. My newborn daughter fighting for life in an incubator. Me bleeding out alone. And they were with Lisa because her baby might come. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Something inside me snapped, quietly. The doctor came in later, serious face. "You lost a lot of blood, Sarah. The crash caused placental abruption. We had to deliver immediately. Your daughter is critical. Lungs underdeveloped. Possible brain bleed. She's intubated." He paused. "And there was damage to your uterus. Future pregnancies. Unlikely." I nodded slowly, absorbed every word, filed it away. Police came next. 2 officers. The truck driver ran a red light. "Drunk. He's in custody." They asked questions. I answered calmly, but inside, the rage was building. Controlled. Precise. Mark finally showed up at midnight, looking tired. No flowers. No tears. "I came as soon as I could," he said. "Lisa had the baby. Healthy boy. Your parents are over the moon." I looked at him, really looked. Saw the truth I'd ignored for years. They had all chosen. Again, and again, and again. He reached for my hand. I pulled away. "Our daughter is in NICU," I said quietly. "Her name is Emma." He flinched. I didn't know it was that bad. Of course he didn't. He wasn't here. I turned my face away. Closed my eyes, let him sit in the silence. When he left an hour later, I made the first call to a lawyer, because this wasn't just about Christmas anymore. This was about everything they'd taken, everything they'd cost me. And I was done being the one who understood, the one who forgave, the one left behind in the snow, bleeding. Stop everything. Subscribe to the Wordy Revenge channel now and stay with us through every shocking turn. Because what happens next will break you. If this already has you shaking with anger, hit like right now. Comment, "How could they?" If you can't believe a family would do this, type next if you're ready for the moment I start fighting back. Because trust me, the revenge is only beginning, and it's going to be cold. 3 weeks in the hospital. Every day, I watched Emma through the NICU glass. Tiny. Wires everywhere. Fighting to breathe. I sat there for hours, pumping milk that might never reach her. Learning medical terms no mother should know at 28 weeks. My family visited once. My mom came with Ethan. Lisa stayed home with the healthy grandson. They stood awkwardly by my bed, brought a generic balloon. "We're so sorry we weren't here sooner," Mom said. Lisa's delivery was complicated too. I looked at her. Said nothing. Ethan shifted. The new baby? He's perfect. You should see him. I turned my head slowly. Voice low. My daughter almost died. I almost died. And you were taking photos of his newborn shoot. Mom's eyes filled. We didn't know how bad. You didn't ask. Silence. Then Mom reached for my hand. I didn't pull away this time. I let her hold it. Felt nothing. We want to help now, she said. Whatever you need. I smiled. Small. Cold. I need you to leave. They did. Mark stayed at home most nights. Claimed work. Claimed exhaustion from supporting his parents with the new grandbaby. I saw the photos on Facebook. All of them together. Smiling. My parents holding Ethan's son. Captions, blessed beyond words. Perfect family Christmas. Not one photo of Emma. Not one mention of me. The rage, it didn't burn hot anymore. It froze. I started planning. Quietly, from my hospital bed. First, I met with a lawyer again. Divorce papers, full custody, restraining order if needed. Then, the drunk driver's case, police reports, blood alcohol 3 times the limit. I pushed for maximum charges. Vehicular assault. Attempted manslaughter. The DA called me personally. We're going for prison time. Good. Emma got stronger. Slowly. Came off the ventilator. Started breathing on her own. The day she opened her eyes and looked at me, I promised her, they will never hurt us again. I was discharged after a month. Wheelchair at first. Internal injuries still healing. Mark picked me up. Tried to act like the caring husband. I let him. For now. At home. Everything felt wrong. His family photos everywhere. None of Emma's hospital pictures. I waited. 2 weeks later, the storm hit, not weather. Truth. I found the messages on Mark's phone. While he showered. From Lisa. From my mom. Planning Christmas. Without me. Again. Lisa. Sarah's being dramatic. She'll get over it. Mom. We can't risk the baby around her anger. Mark. I agree. She's changed. Cold. I screenshot everything. Sent it to my lawyer. Then, I packed a bag. Emma was still in NICU step down. I spent every day there. One night, alarms went off. Emma's heart rate crashed. Code blue. Doctors rushing. Paddles, chest compressions on a body no bigger than my hand. I stood frozen outside the room, watching them bring my daughter back. They did, barely. That night, I made the final decision. No more waiting. I called the police myself, reported Mark for abandonment during medical emergency, provided proof he'd been with his family instead of at the hospital. Then, I filed for emergency sole custody. The court date was set fast because of the danger to the child. Mark was served at work. He came home furious. What the hell, Sarah? I stood in the kitchen, Emma's monitor beeping softly in her bassinet. Home, at last. You chose, I said quietly. Now live with it. He raised his voice. Threatened. I recorded it all. Added to the file. The rage, still quiet, still controlled, but building. Like a storm no one saw coming. If this betrayal cuts deep, drop a broken heart emoji in the comments. Type revenge if you think I'm just getting started. Watch carefully, because part 3 is where everything explodes. The court, the accident trial, and the moment my family finally faces what they did. Courtroom air was thick, cold fluorescent lights, wooden benches. I sat straight, dress pressed. Hair neat. Emma safe with a trusted nurse. Mark sat across the aisle. With his lawyer. My parents behind him. Supporting him. Not me. The judge entered. Emergency custody hearing first. My lawyer stood. Presented medical records. Hospital logs showing Mark visited twice in 2 months. Texts proving he was at family events instead. Messages calling me dramatic. The judge's face hardened. Mark's lawyer tried to spin it. Stress of new fatherhood, supporting his parents. I took the stand, looked directly at Mark, voice steady, low. My daughter coded twice, nearly died. He was taking Christmas photos with his nephew. The judge looked at Mark. Sir? He stammered. Temporary sole custody granted to me. Mark got supervised visitation only. He stormed out. My parents followed, didn't look at me. Next, the criminal trial. The drunk driver, chained, orange jumpsuit. I testified. Described the crash, the blood, the emergency delivery, showed photos of Emma in NICU. The jury cried. He got 18 years. I felt nothing. Just another piece moved on the board. That night, Mark violated the order, showed up drunk at my apartment, banging on the door, threatening. I called police. They arrested him. DUI. Violation of court order. He spent Christmas Eve in jail. My parents bailed him out Christmas morning. I know, because I had access to their accounts now. Through discovery in the divorce, I saw the transfers. The lies. The money they'd hidden for him, while I fought for formula and medical bills. I filed contempt charges. Then, the divorce trial. Standing room only. My parents testified for Mark. Said I was unstable, angry, punishing the family. I played the recordings. My mother's voice on speaker. We're not celebrating with you this year. Lisa's messages. All of it. The judge's face. Stone. Divorce granted. I kept the apartment. All assets split, but I got the medical debt relief and full custody. Mark got weekends. Supervised. My parents, nothing. They tried to approach me after. In the hallway. Mom crying. Sarah. Please, it's Christmas. I looked at her. Slowly. You made your choice. Walked away. Emma in my arms, but the danger wasn't over. New Year's Eve, I was driving home from the NICU follow-up. Snow again. A car followed too close, then swerved. Tried to run me off the road. I accelerated, called 911 while driving. Police intercepted. It was Mark, drunk again, trying to scare me. He crashed into a pole. Critical. I didn't visit. If this has you raging, comment justice or more. Like if you're proud of how far I've come, because part 4 is the final confrontation. The one that changes everything forever. Spring came early that year. Emma was home, growing, smiling. I was stronger. The divorce final. Mark in mandatory rehab. Court ordered. My parents. Silent. No calls. No texts. No birthday card for Emma's first. I didn't expect any, but then the call came. From the hospital. My mother. Massive stroke. Brain bleed. ICU. I stood in my kitchen. Phone in hand. Emma sleeping in the next room. I didn't move for a long time. Then I packed a bag. Drove to the hospital. Not for forgiveness. For closure. She was unconscious. Tubes. Machines. Dad sat beside her. Older. Broken. He looked up when I entered. Sarah, I nodded. Sat on the other side. We didn't speak for hours. Then she woke briefly. Saw me. Tears. Mouth tried to move. I leaned close. She whispered barely. Sorry. I held her hand. Looked her in the eyes. Voice low. Controlled. You chose wrong. Every time. She cried. Silent tears. I stayed until she slept again. Dad spoke finally. We were scared of losing you, so we held tighter to Ethan. I looked at him. You didn't lose me. You pushed me away. He nodded. Accepted it. Mark came later. Sober. Court allowed visit with Emma. He held her. Cried. Real tears. I'm getting help, he said. I believed him. Not for another chance, but for Emma. Years passed. Emma grew strong, beautiful, smart. My parents visited. Carefully. Slowly. Earned minutes. Then hours. Then holidays. Not because I forgave easily, but because I chose peace. For her, not for them. Mark became a father. In supervised visits. Then unsupervised. Then weekends. He never missed again. The revenge? It wasn't destruction. It was boundaries. It was choosing myself. And my daughter first, always. I look at Emma now, laughing. Healthy. Loved. And I know. I won, not with hate, but with strength. The kind they never saw in me. Until it was too late. So, if you've ever been the one left behind, the one who carried everything alone, know this. Your worth isn't decided by them. It's decided by you. The day you stop waiting for them to see you is the day you finally shine. Thank you for staying till the end. If this story touched your soul, share it. Like if you believe in healing, comment your own story below. I read everyone. And stay tuned, because every revenge eventually becomes redemption. This is Sara Jay, and I'm finally free.